Can a child who lost his father at 13 and his mother at 15, a child who didn't even have money for a funeral shroud, dream of becoming the world's most powerful businessman? This is the story of Wang Chuanfu, a man whose life was hit by a mountain of hardships so immense that an ordinary person might have given up on life itself. Imagine leaving a secure job as a government professor to start a business with borrowed money, only to have the world call you a thief and drag you through international courts. Imagine deciding to build cars, only to see 30% of your company's value turned to ash in a single night while investors threaten to ruin you. The insult reached its peak when the world's richest man, Elon Musk, mocked him on live TV, laughing and asking, "Have you seen their cars? Do they even know how to make one?" But behind that mockery was the invention of the blade battery that pulled him from the brink of death, the hunger that taught him how to fight, and a single decision that made him bigger than Tesla. How did an orphan defeat these horrific obstacles? How did he overtake Tesla to become the new electric king? In these videos, you will discover the truth that the world has never heard before. When Wang was just 13, his father passed away from cancer. Before he could recover, his mother died 2 years later. Poverty was so extreme that his sisters were married off early just to reduce the number of mouths to feed. His elder brother quit school to work at a brick kiln just so Wang could study. There were many days when Wang went to sleep having only drank water. Wang turned his pain into power. He promised himself he wouldn't let his brother's sacrifice go to waste. He sat at the back of the class but topped every exam, eventually mastering chemistry. He gained an education, but could a poor boy ever enter the world of business? In 1995, when Wang quit his job, he didn't have a single penny. Banks refused to give him loans because he had no collateral. People called him crazy for leaving a stable professor's life to manufacture batteries in a warehouse that looked like a scrapyard. He literally begged his cousin, Lu Xianyang, for help. Seeing Wang's obsession, his cousin lent him his life savings, around $300,000. Wang started with second-hand furniture and low-wage workers. He had the money, but he was up against global giants with billion-dollar machines. An automated battery machine cost over $1 million, while Wang's budget was tiny. Japanese companies were using advanced robots, while Wang only had human labor. Experts said handmade batteries could never compete with Japanese precision. Wang did something revolutionary. He decoded the entire automated process and broke it down into 50 manual steps. He created special tools that gave workers' hands machine-like accuracy, proving high-quality products could be made with affordable labor. Production started, but now the world's biggest tech company stood against them. As BYD batteries became famous, Sony and Sanyo sued them for technology theft. This was an international court battle, requiring millions of dollars in legal fees. Wang was a chemistry expert himself, presented the molecular structure of his batteries to the judge. He proved his manufacturing process was entirely different and patented. He won the case and became a global name. Batteries were a success, but Wang now wanted to build something he had zero experience in: cars. In 2003, when BYD bought a failing car company, the Hong Kong stock market went into a frenzy. Investors called Wang, threatening to sell all their shares if he entered the car industry. In just 2 days, the company's value plummeted by 30%. Wang held a press conference and said, "I am not building cars for profit. I am building them because the future is electric, and I want to be the king of that future." He ignored the investors and focused on design. He showed courage, but the first car they built made the whole world laugh. BYD's first car, the F3, looked directly like a copy of the Toyota Corolla. People rejected it as a cheap Chinese clone. No customers came to the showrooms. debts piled up and paying salaries became impossible. Wang slashed the price and doubled the warranty. He told his team to ignore the critics and focus on the strength of the engine and battery. Slowly, people realized the car was both affordable and durable, making it China's best seller. After this success, Wang took a step deemed foolish at the time, giving up gasoline cars. When BYD started working on EVs, Elon Musk was asked about them in an interview. Musk laughed and said, "Have you seen their cars? They aren't even competent." It was a public humiliation for Wang. Wang didn't reply. He silently increased the research and development budget and hired thousands of engineers to create technology that even Tesla didn't possess. But developing tech required massive funds, and that's when a legend entered the scene. Warren Buffett invested $230 million in BYD. While expectations were high, BYD's cars suddenly faced quality issues. Battery life was dropping, and customers were complaining. Warren's reputation was on the line. Wang started sleeping on the factory floor. He implemented a quality control system so strict that the entire production line would stop for a single loose screw. He also hired the chief designer from Audi. Design and quality improved, but a new danger emerged: battery explosions. At the time, all EV batteries would fall fire during accidents. This was the biggest fear in the industry. If even one BYD car fell fire, the company would be finished forever. Wang invented the blade battery. He showed the world a live test where a nail was driven through the battery. It didn't catch fire or explode. This made BYD the safest EV in the world. Now they had the tech, but could they survive without the global supply chain? In 2021, when the world faced a microchip shortage, giants like Toyota and Tesla had to stop production. BYD was also running out of parts while orders were in millions. Wang's old strategy saved them. He had always insisted on making everything in-house. They started making their own chips, tires, and seats. While the world stopped, BYD's factories ran day and night. This final battle made Wang the man he dreamed of becoming during his days as an orphan. On a cold day at late 2023, news broke that BYD had overtaken Tesla in pure electric car sales. The boy who didn't have shoes for school was now the owner of the world's largest EV company. Even Elon Musk admitted on Twitter that Chinese cars are the most competitive in the world. Today, Wang Chuanfu is worth over $20 billion, yet he still eats in the company canteen with regular employees. His life teaches us that if your resolution is like a rock, then orphanhood, poverty, and the world's mockery cannot stop you. Do you think BYD will permanently leave Tesla behind? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more.